Mattress Mack here with my friend Kelvin Banks. He's one of the great football players at the University of Texas. We're going to have fun talking this week. He's in Houston this week because he's on a rare off week. The Longhorns are off this week. Next week they play U of H. They come back to Houston and play at the U of H campus, so it'll be an exciting game where they say, hook 'em horns and go Cougs.
Yes, sir. Hook 'em.
Mattress Mack right here, my friend Kelvin Banks.
Yes, sir.
Famous offensive lineman for the University of Texas, hook 'em. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Look how big he is. If I was that big, I'd be charging people to live. But I'm a weakling, a wimp. Tough loss at Oklahoma, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you bounce back?
I feel like a great bounce back from a loss is just being perseverance, and I feel like as a team we knew we gave it our all, and there's a lot of things we left on the table. So I feel like going in film and being able to watch that and kind of learning from the mistakes you made and just not letting them happen again.
What was the biggest learning point from the film after Oklahoma?
That small mistakes add up. It's always we always preach the little things, as Coach Sark always says. It may not seem like big in the moment, but as they add up, they always count more and more. Just like a small pre-snap procedural penalty, you get one, but if you get four more, it's really going to affect you in the game. So I feel like those are the big takeaways from the game.
You know what you can learn from me today? A statement about I'm in the retail business.
Yes, sir.
It's the detail in the retail, right?
Yes, sir.
Same thing. It's all about the dotting the I's, crossing the T's, right?
Yes, sir, most definitely.
Dotting the I's, crossing the T's. How was the environment at Dallas at the Cotton Bowl?
Oh, it was amazing. The whole game, it felt like a actual like championship game. The atmosphere was crazy. It was the best atmosphere I've been in, I feel, in my opinion. So it was very exciting.
The fans were on their feet, both sides?
Yes, sir, both sides. It was kind of like an emotional roller coaster going back and forth.
Were they talking bad to y'all?
Yes, they was definitely talking. They was talking very bad, especially because the tonal was on their end where their fans were. So going in the tonal, all you heard was them just talking trash to us.
Them saying F Texas or something like that.
Yeah, it was a lot of those.
Kind of like when I went to Philly with the Astros last year, and they started cursing Altuve and all of them. They taught me some new words. What was the difference between the 2022 Texas OU game and the 2023?
I feel like the big difference was that OU. I feel like OU had something to prove coming from that last game. They played hard in the last game as well, but I feel like them when they wasn't able to score and we had shut them out 49 points on them, I feel like they came in with a mentality like, let's not let that happen again. And they definitely came out hard and strong. So I'll say that was the big difference between.
They had a chip on the shoulder.
Yes, sir. As you would say, a chip on the shoulder.
What was the team mood when y'all went before the game, halftime, and after the game?
Our pregame mentality, everybody just pumped up, ready to go. Halftime, we went in kind of just ready to fix our mistakes that we made in the first half. And I feel like we did because we came out a lot stronger in the second half. So just building on that. And then after the game, we didn't have the outcome we wanted. So you definitely feel a little sad. But I feel like as a team, we definitely understood that was the worst game we played. So if this is the worst game we played and we're still in the game with the other team, then you know what I'm saying? What else the future can hold for us if we just play all our perfect game? Best
play you made in the game?
I would say it was the outside zone play. We were on our side of the 50, so we ran the outside zone. The crazy part is a player on our team, he kind of messed up the play a little bit, but it kind of ended up working in our favor. So we ran the outside zone. The backer went over top. My guy went in, so I had to pass it off to the guard. So pass it off. I climbed the second level, blocked the backer, and then it was kind of a thing where I didn't know he was going to be right there. So I just seen him. I seen him last minute, and the guy was running over top. So I pushed him into him. He picked up the guy. And there was another guy up here waiting, and I hit him, and that was a block that sprung the touchdown for Jonathan Brooks. And I feel like that was my favorite play of the game.
How long was that play?
You say again?
50 yards?
No, it was I think 35.
35?
Yes, it was 35.
A play you'd like to have back?
No. Well, yeah, a play with
any play you'd like to have back on the game?
Jeez. I'll say definitely that goal line situation.
Is that right?
It's more than one play. It was 3 plays. So we got in the goal line. Obviously, it's on the 1 yard line. I feel like we need to punch that in. I feel like that's a big play, a big part of the game that really, I'll say, hindered us from losing the game as well, even though we made a lot of more mistakes.
What was the bus ride back to Austin like?
It was definitely
Subdued?
A subdued, humbling experience, most definitely, because as you say, we were winning. We were on a high horse. And I don't think nobody on the team got the big head. We understood, like, we need to keep winning, especially coming in from last year. We knew, like, we want something to prove. It was also a good thing as well that we lost, I feel, because I feel like when the team gets on that high rise, most teams, they persevere and they keep playing hard. And the teams that do lose, you can kind of tell, like, hey, like, they're understanding, like, we're not immortal, we're not unbeatable. So it kind of gives you that mentality of just, like, knowing what you have to do better and wanting to go out and play even harder just because of that one loss.
Let's see, what are the bright spots of the loss to OU?
Yeah, the bright spots, I would say, is just getting to see the team and how we persevere through that. I feel like nobody kind of like had that mentality of, it's over with, season's over with. We lost one game, now I could just stop caring. I feel like when we got back to practice, even though we had a bye week, practice wasn't as hard. Everybody came with that same energy that we had the past weeks. Everybody wanted to come and actually get better and work harder. So I feel like that was the brightest spot.
That's a bright spot.
Loss.
After a tough loss like that, wanting to get better and work harder, right?
Yes, sir, most definitely.
And did y'all get a good critique from the coaches on how to get better?
Yeah, we definitely.
None of them got excited like me. None of them raised their voice, did they? No, they
we ain't had too much of the calmness. It was a little calm, but you know what I'm saying?
Some fiery sessions,
There was definitely some points where it got real rowdy.
Yeah, that's good. 3 things that you'd like to get better with as a football player.
Yeah, I'll say being consistent no matter the situation in the game. As for instance, we've ran like 12 plays in the drive. I'm tired. Just make sure I keep that mindset of just staying consistent in my footwork, my ability to think and read and help the guy next to me as well. Another thing I would say.
So when you're fatigued, you got to really tune it up, right?
Yes, sir. You definitely got to really tune it up and kind of just focus up on what you got to get done in that play. And I would say that's really the only thing I would say I really need to work on the most.
So what's more important in football? Is it the physical aspect or the mental?
I'll definitely say mental.
Really?
It's a lot of guys who go in the weight room, can squat 800 pounds, can push a guy backwards, but like if you don't know what to do when you have 4 guys running at you and what you got to take, then it's kind of like all that strength and stuff goes out the window, and you got to learn how to leverage the ball, leverage the player. It's just a lot of small things that you have to mentally know that goes into the game before you can physically use your strength.
So here's the story. I told your dad the other day, buying a lot of these tickets because the national championship game is in Houston.
Yes, sir.
We need to have these people there.
Yes, that's the goal. That's
you got to win out, right?
Yes, sir, most definitely.
You got to win out.
Yes, sir. We got to win these last 6 games, and I feel like the team we have, we can most definitely get it done.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Is that right? This coming week is U of H, right?
Yes, sir.
What challenges they face?
They have a experienced defense. So with that, they have a great experienced D-line. They have guys that came back from last year that play with each other. So I feel like that helps them a lot in their communication aspect of it throughout the D-line. So just watching that and seeing that, we know like our O-line have to be on our P's and Q's, and we have to make sure that we're mentally and physically locked into the game.
Always great talking to you, Kelvin.
Yes, sir.
All of us Orange Bloods can't wait to see the Texas Longhorns play the Houston Cougars next week, right?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a good game. Should be a lot of fans in there. Here's another. This is your test question for the week. Will there be more fans in those stands at U of H wearing orange or red?
Orange. Orange. I believe in my fans every week, man. I believe in the UT fan base every week. So I feel like it'll be definitely more orange in that stadium than red.
UT fan base travels really well.
Yes, sir.
And I can't wait till the Longhorns win out and come back to play at NRG Stadium. And I think it's the second week of January. That would be quite the experience, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
And that stadium will be painted orange that day. Till next week, this is my friend Kelvin, the greatest football player I've ever met, and Mattress Mack saying, hook 'em horns.
Yes, sir. Hook 'em.